Today's date, the 6th December 2025. I'm here with my cousin Kelvin John Baptiste of New Orleans, Nottinghamshire, son of Chris John Baptiste, Ambrose John Baptiste, and of course his wife, Mrs. John Baptiste, who said something amazing to me tonight, that he worked in the mine for 30 days. How did that happen, Kelvin?
Well, it's part of a work experience program, which the school that we attended, Duke's Comprehensive School in Ollerton, arranged with local companies to basically just to give children the experience of transitioning from school life to a young adult to working life.
And you're just out of 15 and a half years old.
15 and a half, so
you're like in fifth form.
Fifth form, that's right. Yeah. So I, together with another 3 or 4 other guys in my year, we were looked after by the National Coal Board. So
hold on a second now. Your father came to the United Kingdom from Dominica, which is a member of the British West Indian Territories of England, or the United Kingdom, in 1955. And when were you born?
I was born in 61.
So you were born in New Orleans?
That's right.
So that's the only tongue you knew growing up?
Well, actually, I was born in Mansfield, which is 8 miles from Ollerton, but so I was born in the district of Mansfield.
And was your family the only black family in that town?
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
What was that like growing up as the only West Indian or black family in that town?
Well, obviously, we're growing up in the 70s. And bearing in mind that we were the first, then it's like anything else. If you're in an environment and there are strange people who come in, according to, let's say, the white population, if they consider you strange, then they're suspicious of you and they're fearful of you, because people generally are suspicious or frightened of people they don't know anything about without getting to know them. So obviously the I wouldn't say animosity, but the suspicion was there from the outset, from the beginning. And it was just something that we grew up with. So racism is something which was evident, bearing in mind that we were in the minority. So yeah, so as I said, that's something that we obviously geared ourselves towards. That's something that we talk about. That's something that our parents talked to us about. And that's something that we was aware of from day one.
When you were in kindergarten or in elementary school or high school, you weren't segregated. You weren't segregated.
No, not at all.
It's fully integrated.
Yeah, there were. Again, it was slightly easier in junior school, but again, bear in mind that we was in the same situation. So it was not the situation from the age of 5 or so. So from the age of 5 to 16, that's something we experienced, and we just got used to it, got on with it, and continued our life as we normally would do.
Yes, and you ate together, played together.
Of course, yeah. Of course.
Studied together.
Yeah, of course.
And would you say that the solidarity among the mine workers' children was very strong?
Definitely, because in a way it was a case of us versus the rest of the world. If you was a son of a miner, then they were all linked together, and as you can appreciate, it wasn't just that we were the only, black family in the village. There were also the Irish were also not looked upon with any great liking, and so when the Irish came from Ireland, so to speak, to Ollerton, again there was a lot of solidarity between the blacks and the Irish, because both those races were, both those people were prejudiced against, if you get my meaning.
Yes.
So there's a kind of union between the two of them.
Yes. And the National Union of Mine Workers is very strong.
Very much so.
NUM.
Yeah, very much so.
And how deep was the mine that you went down? How many miles down did you go?
There were 3 or 4 different mines now ranging between say 3 and 5.5 miles.
Wow.
Me personally, I went down a mine which is about 3.5 miles long.
How long would it take you to go down on a lift that far?
Could take anything to half an hour. Say between half an hour and 40 minutes maybe.
Because it was going slow.
Yeah, it was going fairly slow because obviously you have to make sure that safety is paramount. And because these were the only modes of transport down there, they have to make sure that the miners went. It was precarious enough, you know. So the faster you went, the more chances there were of things happening, things going wrong. So they had to make sure that you know, all the workers would get to their destination safely, and more importantly, come back to the surface safely.
Amazing.
So they go as slow as possible. You know,
When you wanted to eat, did you eat in the mine down there in all the way 3 miles down?
You did, yeah, you did.
What you had, a lunch box?
Yeah, basically you had a lunch. Yeah, it was a metal lunch box.
Yeah.
And you brought water down with you, or a flask of tea or something like that. Because it took half an hour or 35 or 40 minutes to go down and come back up again. We couldn't come down, you know, we couldn't come back up for lunch, so therefore we just had to make.
So you had to be eating in the bowels of the earth.
Of course, yeah, of course.
And then what about the toilet, if you wanted to use the toilet?
There were designated toilets down there. Again, because it was a long-term project. There were thankfully toilet facilities down there. And also you could wash your hands prior to eating.
So you had water down there?
Yeah, you had water.
You had toilets down there?
Yeah,
You had bathrooms too?
Not really. No, just toilets.
I see.
Because it wasn't. You had the basics, but of course, as far as the bathrooms were concerned, they felt that that was not necessary. A toilet was necessary, and you know, the ability to wash your hands before you ate was necessary, but a bathroom, so to speak, was not necessary.
And what tools did you have, Kevin? Did you have a pickaxe or you have a drill?
Yeah, no. Well, there were industrial drills, but individually you just had a pickaxe handle.
And you knocked the coal off the face?
Yeah, I mean, if there's serious excavation to be done, then there were machines down there which were owned by the company itself, and which remained down there. And sometimes you needed big machines to take them down, to transport them and bring them back in for services. But primarily it was just handheld tools.
Sometimes I've seen pictures where there are little railroads inside the mine.
Yeah, that's true.
Did you all have that?
Yes, certainly. Because obviously once you extracted the coal, and then we shovel the coal into the trucks, then the trucks had to be taken out of the mines by the railroads. You know,
and you push them, huh?
Yeah, they pushed them initially, and then there was a kind of mechanical process in which would get the trucks onto the surface.
Amazing.
So,
and then after 30 days, you said it was not for you.
Yeah, I mean the thing, what it boiled down to is that I could have stayed and obviously continued my profession down there, but I just decided that for me, the life was to join the military. So as a consequence, I joined the intelligence corps, the Royal Signals in the military, and I just started my military training.
So that was Royal Air Force?
That's right, yeah, Royal Air Force.
So you served in the Royal Air Force for how many years?
12 years.
And you were corporal?
That's right, yeah, that's right.
And you worked in intelligence?
That's right, in the Royal Signals there, so...
Yeah.
You know.
And now you're married, and how many children?
4 children, 3 boys, 1 girl. So yes.
And your daughter went to Oxford?
Yeah, she went to. She graduated from there in the last year.
And she got a PhD?
That's right. In clinical psychology. So.
Outstanding.
Well.
And your boys?
And the other boys there. I've got three of the boys, in addition to the daughter. Boys are 30, 36, 34, and the youngest one is 27.
Give us your names.
So Tyrone is the eldest, followed by Ashton. Then the third one is Rayanne, and the fourth one, the final one, is Fabian. And Fabian's still at home. Fabian is the 27-year-old.
And your daughter?
But Rayanne is 28 now, just in 28, but she's doing very well. They're all doing very well in their own way.
Yeah.
And as I always say to them,
And your wife?
well, Olive, she's
Your wife's Olive.
Olive, yeah, she's
But that's your mother's name.
absolutely correct.
Yes, your mother was Olive John Baptiste.
That's right. And Olive, she was born from St. Lucian parents. But Olive again was born in the UK. Her mum came over from St. Lucia to England in the late 50s, early 60s. And so Olive is a born and bred Londoner. And of course all the children were born in London also. And there's always problems in our house because as you can tell from my accent, I'm not from London. I'm from the north of England.
Yes.
My team is Manchester United.
Oh,
But
wow.
obviously all the children and Olive are Arsenal supporters.
Arsenal is from London.
That's right, yeah. So there's always tension when Arsenal play Manchester United. But joking aside.
So are you a Robert Rashford guy?
Me? No. I'm. If I'm honest with you, in terms of ex-Manchester United players, Roy Keane is my favourite player.
Roy Keane.
Roy Keane, yeah, he's very tenacious, no nonsense stuff.
What about Des Walker?
Des Walker, very good player.
Who did he play for?
He was a
Manchester?
very good player. No, he played for Nottingham Forest.
Okay.
Primarily played for Nottingham Forest and Sheffield Wednesday, but and England, of course.
He was one of the first
Black
footballers I remember
yeah,
on the national team.
Very skillful centre forward, Des Walker. Very skillful centre forward. Yeah.
Well, cousin Kelvin, it's a high honor and privilege to have you here in Upper Marlborough, Maryland, right in the DC suburbs. What did we do today? Can you tell us?
Today was a exciting, fulfilling day. We spent most of the day at the JF Kennedy War Memorial, which was very exciting actually. It's a pity.
So you're at Arlington National Cemetery
That's right.
at the graveside of President Kennedy.
It's a pity we couldn't spend more time there, but as I said, it was sobering, it was thought-provoking, very enjoyable, and I honestly think that not enough people look at the history. The John F. Kennedy assassination and also the John F. Kennedy saga, I think was a very sad part of our history, but it's one which all Americans, not just Americans, but I think that people in the world should know how politics can sometimes, can turn out corrupt in a way. And personally, I just feel that what happened to Kennedy was a tragic situation.
Yes.
A very tragic situation. Nevertheless, we went to the memorial and thoroughly enjoyable by everyone. Thoroughly enjoyable.
And yesterday?
Yesterday again, I spent the day. Well, yesterday, spent the day, as you know, with family. Cousin Gabriel, who I have to say has been looking after us for the last 24 hours. Wonderful company, Gabriel, his beautiful wife Joan, and his great children Sam and McKenna.
Well, Samora.
But,
You've not met McConan yet.
But
At least this time, yeah.
hopefully we'll meet McConan before I go back. Nevertheless,
Yeah.
what I have to do is express my gratitude and my thanks to Gabriel and his beautiful family for the hospitality shown and the gracious way that him and his family have looked after us.
Well, we think you're the Lord Mayor of London undercover.
Well, that is true, but there's very few people who know that. That's the thing.
Well, we keep that a secret between you and I.
You know, that's the thing. So the less people know those kind of secrets, the better.
That's right. Just like the secret of the Jamaican beach party.
But this whole idea of families must remain together, families
Yes.
must stay in contact, very, very important.
Yes.
Very important. You know, in my life, I tend to realise that the world is small.
Yes.
The world is very small, and it's probably taking 8 hours to fly over from England to the United States to see Gabriel's family, but 8 hours is minuscule. 8 hours is nothing.
Yes.
And what we must do, because we, Gabriel and I, and our respective brothers and sisters, are just part of the dynasty, family dynasty.
Yeah.
You know, people will follow us. We both have children, and who knows? And we will both have grandchildren. And what we must do is hope and pass on the knowledge, and pass on our intelligence and our thoughts to our children to ensure that they continue this getting to know each other, and hoping that this grows from generation to generation.
Cousin Kelvin, I remember as a child, your father, who was my mother's younger brother, would send pictures home, and you were in your nice school blazers, or I'm not sure, but you know, you looked all nicely dressed like Prince Philip and the rest. And you'd say, oh, that's our family in England. And of course, our brother Lawson, when he went to study at Trent Polytechnique in Nottingham, visited with you, and you all called him Epitaph. Why did you call him Epitaph?
Lawson.
Yeah.
It was just, you know, because I think what it was is that my brother Chris, first of all, couldn't remember his name.
Yes.
And there's also, I think as a child we used to read this book, and it was about this fictitious character called Lawson.
Okay.
Lawson Epitaph.
Okay.
And so the name Epitaph is stuck.
Yes.
And so now, and the first thing I said to Lawson when I spoke to him yesterday, I was at Gabriel's, and his brother, I think Gabriel called Lawson, and Gabriel gave him the phone, and the first thing I said was Epitaph. Lawson obviously burst out laughing, and he instantly remembered that used to be the nickname we used to call him.
Yes.
You know? So
Yes.
yeah.
Just for the record, Lawson went to Nottingham, to Trent Polytechnique to study civil engineering in 1975, and did his first sort of associate's degree there, and finished up in New York with his bachelor's from the University of New York.
I remember when Lawson came over, I was 12 or 13 when he came over.
Yes.
Yeah, 12 or 13 when he came over.
Yes. You're just starting high school.
My brother Chris was 14 or 15.
Yes.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Well, we'll have another opportunity, Kelvin, to have a little chat, but I think you're an outstanding guest. You do an outstanding interview, and we're very proud of you and your family, and we're very happy to have you as our family over in the land of Core Blimey. I know that's a joke, but you know, it's an inside joke, and
nevertheless, this man, Mr. Gabriel Christian, has a fantastic personality, and what I'll ask him to do is make sure he doesn't lose that personality.
Yes, sir.
You know, all these phrases he comes out with, Core Blimey, you know, fish and chips, roll and roll, you know, long man band. Make sure he I'm asking him now, and you are my witness.
Yeah.
I'm asking that he maintains this sense of humour.
Yeah, I will. I will. Your father, by the way, was very funny too.
He was, yes, he was, yeah.
So I guess I'm a little bit of the genetic coding. God bless you, Kelvin, and we'll over and out. We'll continue tomorrow.
Fantastic.
Bye-bye.